Many Kenyans continue to report that they have been counted, but indeed there are those that are yet to be counted. We want to talk about the fact that the census exercise will go on until the 31st. And in case up to now you've not been counted, you don't have to panic, because there are still 4 days ahead, and in any of those 4 days you will get an opportunity to be counted. For those that have already been enumerated, we want to remind you that for ease of identification, there will be a mark that will be put to ensure that those who are coming can be able to identify that this house has been counted. The mark will be put on the door or any other structure in that compound that is highly visible. So we are asking you, Kenyans, not to be able to erase that number. There are also concerns that have been raised regarding people living with disabilities, and I wish to report here that there have been provisions made for people living with disabilities and other special groups within our society. So this census is an all-inclusive census. Nobody has been left out. And arrangements have been made to ensure that in case enumerators go into a house that has got somebody who is unable to hear or unable to see, then provisions will be made to bring an interpreter that can help in terms of capturing information. So all provisions have been made to ensure that all Kenyans are included in the process. We want to remind again that the census reference night remains the 24th of August 2019. This means that if you're going to be counted any day after 24th, then you must remember where you are on the night of the 24th. It is important. So for those who are yet to be counted, please, when you ask where you are on the night of 24th, that is the reason, because 24th remains the census reference night. There is no way that you can try to tamper with the system and expect that it will not be not noticed. Yes, there have been attempts, and there are cases being investigated, as you rightfully said, in some parts of the country. But we're also telling people that it is no use trying to, because there was pre-listing that was done, there was a survey that was done. So basically, if you try to inflate the figures or tamper with the figures, the system is able to pick it out. So we are urging everybody out there not to try, because we'll be able to pick it out. And as soon as you're found, certainly, yes, legal action will be taken against you. So there are cases being investigated as we're talking right now. Machifu wawili, are there 2 or 3? 3. Machifu watatu na enumerator mmoja ambao tayari wameshashikwa na watafikishwa mahakamani hivi karibuni.
That facility for the hotline, it is open. Kenyans can say you've not been counted, but what we normally do, we have what we call callbacks, cards, which we normally would drop if we do not beneath the door, if we do not find somebody, if we are enumerating a flat, for example, where you can write and the enumerator would then come and contact you, or you can contact the enumerator using the details that will be provided in that card. What we are saying is that we have a foolproof system. It has very good inbuilt control systems. So, and that's why yesterday it was mentioned that the system that we have in place, it is fully digital. You can flag out any inconsistencies. So the issue is that we are not targeting or saying one area is the culprit. What we are saying is that you cannot do anything to inflate the numbers or to tamper with the numbers, because they will be flagged out.
Kwa wale ambao walikuwa hapa jana, Dr. Kibisho alikuwa ameelezea vizuri kwamba hakutakuwa na siku ya kuongezwa. Ni kwa sababu kila Mkenya atakuwa amepata fursa kufikia tarehe 31. Kwa hivyo iwapo hutakuwa umehesabiwa, kuna namba maalum, utapiga hiyo namba, na kama huwezi piga ile namba, basi kuna machifu hapo, assistant chiefs hapo, utawasiliana na wao na utahesabiwa. Sio usubiri hadi dakika za mwisho 31st. No. Hata leo kuna fursa ya kupiga simu kama hujahesabiwa na utakuja kuhesabiwa. Lakini kuongeza muda, hamuna muda mwingine.
The integrity of the system, and what is so difficult in life is to lie consistently with numbers, and that's why they are the inbuilt control system. And that's why we emphasize that even if you attempt, you will be found out. It is very, very difficult. It is impossible in that system. When you start creating the numbers, it will be flagged out that those are numbers that don't add up. And again, the number of questions in that questionnaire are quite a number. So the consistency, there are various things that are done before we analyze the data, before we release the data. And that's why we said, after we capture the data, then we have another period where now we do the data analysis. That when we go to your house, we'll find the most responsible person in that house who can answer the questions, particularly the people who spent the night of the 24th in your household. So it doesn't necessarily mean that if you are not in that house, you are not going to be listed. You will be listed in that form if you spend that night of the 24th there. So you might think that you've not been counted, but you have to establish, did anybody or an enumerator come to your household? Did an enumerator come to your house? Is there any marking you can see on the door that that house has been enumerated? And that's why we emphasized that it is very important to remember who spent the night of the 24th, 25th in your houses.